Respectful since you walked in
I'm not
here.
trying to be. You're being rude to me.
Do not talk over me. You've been disrespectful since you got here. I'm not going to put up with it. This is not Burger King where you get your way. Ma'am, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am.
Also observed a hand-to-hand transaction at Tiny's gas station in Harris County, Texas. The male immediately began walking away as he saw the marked patrol vehicle enter the parking lot. The male was detained without incident and was going to be a juvenile. The female was also detained and she ran to face officers who observed a bag containing a green leaky substance inside of her purse, which was worn on her body. Defendant admitted she was selling them.
This is what happens when attitude runs straight into authority. One defendant decides to push back against the judge, but the courtroom pushes back even harder. Moments like this escalate quickly because a courtroom isn't a place for arguments or ego battles. What starts as a simple exchange turns into a clear warning from a bench. This isn't a debate, and the judge is making it known that the line has been crossed.
Marijuana and sold it to the juvenile, which was detained. The defendant explained she also used the marijuana that was found in her person for personal use. The marijuana recovered was about 0.52 ounces, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do not go back to this location. Do not pick up any new cases. I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am? It's not an answer. Yes or no?
Yeah, I understand. The thing is, the man downstairs had my purse is, I don't smell like weed. I have not been smoking. My purse smells like that. It's sustained. If I get it washed, it will be out. He just smelled it down there. So of course it's going to smell like it because what happened downstairs. So I'm not smoking. I'm not high right now. I'm just tired and sleepy. So
don't smoke any weed while you're on bond in this court. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're smoking, you will go to jail.
Okay.
You understand? Can you mind filing an order not to go back to this gas station?
Yes, Judge.
The other person didn't get arrested, did they? The juvenile?
Exactly.
Stop, please.
Since he isn't charged here, I don't have many records, but I believe he would be over in juvie.
Can I something?
Don't, please. I have a district attorney here. If you say something, he's going to sit there, type everything down, and use it against you. It's best not to. You'll get the opportunity to fight your case. Just now's not that time. The only other thing I'm going to advise you is don't have any contact with this juvenile.
I don't even know him.
Now, Ms. Cummings, what do you do for a living?
What I do for a living?
How do you get money? How do you eat? How do you survive?
My people take care of me, and right now I'm in the process of looking for a job. I have a lot going on. I just lost my son. He was 2 months, had pneumonia. So I had a lot going on. And if you don't believe me, I have a month. What's the thing called? Orbit, the paper for the funeral. I have all of that. I have proof. I have a lot going on in life. So before judging, like, you should see a person background as well. So yeah, I'm in the process of trying to get myself together.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, man?
I will.
Don't pick up any new cases.
If you look at my thing, this is my first charge in Harris County. And I've been living here all my life. Like, you coming at me like this, my first charge. Like, what they did that day was really wrong.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. I'm just asking you, don't pick up any new cases. That's it. I'm going to have you go to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. I need you to fill out an application for an appointed lawyer, ma'am. So we will give you an application, and then I'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am.
Okay.
Please. Stephen, can you give this back to her? She didn't put anything down.
I understand.
Man, I'm not going to entertain this. If you don't put anything down, you didn't put anything on one side, you didn't put anything on the other side. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that you just put zeros on everything. Come up, Ms. Cummings. You have been disrespectful since you walked in here.
I'm not trying to be. You're being rude to me.
Do not talk over me. You've been disrespectful since you got here. I'm not going to put up with it. This is not Burger King where you get your way. If you don't do things the right way, then we'll just reset you and you can take it home and do it. I don't want attitude here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. You can give her the application again. We'll see what she does. If you just give me it with blanks on everything, I'm not going to grant it.
What are you expecting me to put if I had told you that I don't
What your
have
fences are, you didn't put anything where you
I don't
live.
have a car. I stay in a room. What is that giving you a place to live? I stay in a room. That's why I didn't put nothing.
You have a place that you live. There's an address. You have a phone number. You didn't put a phone number. You didn't put any expenses down.
The judge is talking to you. Don't be disrespectful to the judge. I'm just, for your own sake, he can throw you in jail for being disrespectful. Don't do that.
Ms. Cummings, I don't want to have to hold you in contempt, but this is going sideways really fast. And I'm not going to let you put up and try to take control here. I have enough drama in my life. I don't need any more. If you don't want to fill it out, we'll let you go with it and you can come back with it another day. And that's it.
Can I do that?
For sure. Let it go.
But she has conditions, doesn't she? Still
Oh,
sign.
yeah, I need to sign. Let me see. Morning, sir. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You speak English?
Yes.
Okay, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On February 3rd, 2025, an officer was dispatched to the student-only lobby at the University of Houston in Harris County, Texas, in reference to an unidentified suspicious person standing in the student-only lobby, accessible only by students and authorized staff with their key cards after operating hours. The officer observed the defendant standing in the student-only lobby after the operating hours. The defendant was identified and recognized by a witness who had previously warned the defendant about being on campus after hours. Additionally, the defendant had been issued a previous criminal trespass warning for the entire university campus on February 1st, 2025 and October 4th, 2024. The witness stated the defendant had verbally acknowledged the warnings.
All right, Mr. Okonkwo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to the University of Houston. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. If I find that you are going back, you endanger my public, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? I know that there have been several issues at the University of Houston. Did they ever find what was, do you know?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Okonkwo? I'm going to have you fill out an application for me. We'll see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you understand? All right, I'll have you sign a reset and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we find you a lawyer, sir. Please. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Sorry?
I'll have an attorney.
Okay, we'll get there. Please.
Judge, on February 3rd, 2025, officers were dispatched to an accident at the 4900 block of Fondren Road in Houston, Texas, Harris County. The officers observed a gray 2016 Chevy Malibu that struck a concrete pillar. The vehicle was still running and the defendant was in the driver's seat of the car. The defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Officers spoke with the defendant and observed signs of intoxication, including poor balance, glossy eyes, and strong odor of alcohol and breath. Officer overheard the defendant tell Houston Fire Department she had a lot to drink. The defendant had just left a club called Good Mood and was on her way home. Officer administered SFTSs, HGN 606, and did not perform the other standard field sobriety test and was detained.
They took her back and she
He
blew.
was transported back to the station. You guys see red consented breath, .0162 and .167.
Got it. Okay. Can you look her up, see if she has any priority to the eyes, please?
That's just.
And one more thing, whether she has a valid Texas driver license as well.
I will see priors.
Okay. Mr. Washington, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You understand, ma'am? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, which are also a condition of your bonds. You violate those as well, you will end up going to jail. Do you understand? Yes or no? Did you see whether she has a valid license? Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am? Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay. I'll give you an application. I'm going to have you sign it with Ramona, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box and then fill it out, and then we'll have you talk to someone here momentarily. Everything happens.
Today?
Yeah, today.
And come back to you?
I'll let the lawyer explain to you how it works. I can't give you legal advice. And you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 120 days in jail with credit for the 56 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. You understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Guilty.
You're guilty of the offense, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. It says here that you have a prior assault. Is this true or untrue out of the 488th District Court from last year?
That's you, ma'am.
I'm not sure.
Did you have a prior assault last year? Is that true or untrue?
I don't think so.
Just abandon it. Yeah. All right. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find
In court, attitude can end up costing more than the original charge itself. The more someone talks back or tries to challenge the judge, the worse the situation can become. Judges pay close attention to behavior, and respect inside the courtroom matters just as much as the facts of the case. Push too far, and the consequences can escalate fast. The message is simple: respect the court or be ready to face the outcome.